Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 69-72 Carryover League. We got an interleague series today. Rangers and Dodgers best of three. First game was played in Texas. The Rangers lost at home to the Dodgers, the red hot Dodgers. Let's look at the series standings, season standing actually. We'll start in the West of the American League. The Angels, are they the best team in California? I don't know. They're 11-5. 687 winning percentage would suggest that. The A's are doing okay, but just kind of meh. But they are a dynasty team. They should overtake the Angels, you would assume. Mariners are playing good baseball. The Rangers don't have the same magic wand that got them into the wild card round last year. That amounts to talent, and they were really lucky last year, and now they're not getting the luck, and they're 8-11. Meanwhile, in the National League, look at this. The Dodgers are now 12-6, and the Astros are 13-8, and it's because the Giants have stumbled coming out of the blocks, trying to get back to the League Championship Series. Dodgers trying to get back to the divisional round, where they were embarrassed by the Cincinnati Reds last year. This is not the Dodgers era, this period between 66 and 74. When the West was won by the Reds or the Braves or Giants in that era. They don't have, big... It's really interesting that the Dodgers and the Angels are very similar. Great pitching staffs, bunch of slap singles hitters, no sluggers, and they're both getting similar results early on. The look of front runners, and we know about what happens with the front runners. They can't keep it going. But anyway, today we are in Hell A. Dodgers can win this game and get a 2-game sweep. For the Rangers, it will be Mike Paul, lefty taken in the draft this year, starter 7. Against, for the Dodgers, Don Sutton. Don Sutton's getting the start today. Messersmith would start Game 3 back in Texas if there is a Game 3. Let's get started. From Hell A, Merv Retman leads off for the Rangers. 39 is a walk. Bernie Allen's going to do a hit and run just to break things up a bit. And Bernie gets the double dot dot. How about that? Second and the third for Frank Howard in the 3-hole this year instead of the 4-hole. 5-12 is a walk. And Sutton's in a mess of trouble here in LA. Mike Epstein, bases loaded. Nobody out. Saw it coming a mile away, folks. Take a look. Mike Epstein, 4-run dinger, perfect start for the Rangers, the grand slam. And before this goes any further, I recall that the Rangers beat Oakland 20-1 earlier in one of the YouTube videos. So the Rangers, I tell you what, folks, they know when the record button is on, and they bring their best stuff for you guys. The rest of the time, they're not playing well. Something about the YouTube mystique and the Rangers just tear it up. So it's 4-0. And McMullen's the batter. 68 is a K. Satriano, 5'10", catcher's card. This is Hawk Taylor's catching today. And he is a 4-16. But he makes the play. With 2 outs, it's Rick Reichert. Who cares? So Sutton settles down after the long ball. It's 4-0. Ted Sizemore leads off. 5'10", catcher's card. Satriano is a 3-6 catcher. Wow. Bill Russell, 46, base hit off Paul. B stealer, not gonna steal. Willie Davis, 45, double to right field off the Paul card. Russell's a great base runner, 17. Stroud has a 0 arm, 1-17. He's going to roll, and he rolls a 20. Down 4 in the first. Wait. Whoa. Hold on, folks. I believe I just had a rule that you don't. Oh, it's the road team, right? No, home field advantage. If you want to run, you run, and he ran out of that. But the away team cannot run in the first inning. So that is one of the home field advantages I have. And so he does run out of that stupid play, gets thrown out of the plate because I said let's go for it, and that was a stupid call, and we have to play by the rules. So he's thrown out the plate. Davis is on second with 2 outs for Billy Grabarkowitz, 1-6. Grabarkowitz is a walk, and with 2 outs, Wes Parker, 49 is a walk, and they're loaded for Bubba Morton. 2-4 flies to left. So the inning is over. Yeah, in the first inning of games, you don't play the infield up. You also don't run runners unless the home team does. The home team can do whatever it wants to do, but that's more of a variable thing. The away team, these are like the constant rules I play. So 4-0 in the second inning now. Ed Stroud, 6'10", short X. Short Bill Russell is a 4-42. Whoops. And he makes the play. So, and the theory goes is why I play these rules. Let me explain something too. If an away runner wants to run and it's 14, he has to run. That signifies that the third base coach is sending the guy whether he should or not. And that's because the away third base coach is not as experienced with the ballpark as the home team's third base coach. But in the first inning, that boneheaded play, don't blame the third base coach, blame Bill Russell for running through a stop sign on that one. So that's how we delineate how the decisions are made for advancing runners. Ed Brinkman, 1-7, single. Merv Retman, 5-12, walks. 2 on, 1 out for Bernie Allen, 67 is a single. 2 on for Frank Howard, 55, second X. And this is Sizemore. Is he a 2 or a 3 this year? He's a 2E15. And he makes the play. All right, 4-0 Rangers. Hawk Taylor, 2-5, short. Buckner, 38, single 1-6, line out. Tommy Reynolds, 2-11's a walk. Sizemore, 1-4, flies left. We go to the third. Mike Epstein, 48, pops to third. McMullen, 48, center. Satriano, 65. Triple 1-12 double is a triple. Reichert, 68, is a K. Bottom of the third. Bill Russell, 48, single 1-6, gets it. Willie Davis, 37, center. Grabarkowitz, 69, right. With 2 outs, Wes Parker, 67, is a K. It's 4-0. The Grand Slam is holding up thus far. Ed Stroud, 37, K. Brinkman. Back to the pitcher, Sutton. It's an E10. He's out. And with 2 outs, Merv Retman, 3-10. It's a fly ball to left field. Bottom of the fourth in LA. Bubba Morton, 49, walk. Bob Taylor, 39, is a fly ball to left. Buckner, 32, lines third. Tommy Reynolds, 36, is a ground ball to third. There's no denying that the Dodgers are much better against righties than lefties. They're not very good at all against lefties. You're seeing guys like Bubba Morton, Hawk Taylor, and Tommy Reynolds. Against righties, though, it's a different story. On base, hits, walks, going for first and third on singles, B-bunters, and hit-and-run guys, and ace-stealers, things like that. They scored 7 runs on 20 hits off of Bill Hands in Game 1. And Bill Hands was a 20-game winner for the 69 Cubs. Anyway, in the 5th inning, 4-0 still. Bernie Allen, 43, flies to right. This is Bubba Morton, who's a 4-3 in right field. Makes the catch. Frank Howard, 68, is a K. And Epstein, 37, walk. And with 2 outs, McMullen, 6'10", short X. But Russell's not very good during this era with a glove. With 40-42, makes the play. Bottom of the 5th in LA. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Bottom of the 5th, Ted Sizemore. 2-9, base hit. Bill Russell. 111, left. Willie Davis, 53, right X. This is Ed Stroud in right field. He's a 3-6 in right field. Makes the grab, and with 2 outs. Grabarkowitz, 2-3, right field. Grabarkowitz bats cleanup. He's the closest thing to a slugger the Dodgers have. He had 17 home runs. 4-0 in the 6th. Tom Satriano, 35, double. Reichert, 5-10, catcher's card. Hawk Taylor, they just want to get the out. Pass ball and foul out. They'll bring their infield up with 1 out for Ed Stroud. And he comes through. Let's take a look at Ed Stroud's card. 2-9. It's a single to right field. And it's 5-0. B. Steeler. Brinkman's going to do a 1-out hit and run. Runner has to steal, and the runner's out stealing. Tough break there. Ed Brinkman with 2 outs and nobody on base now. Bounces to first. And the first baseman is Wes Parker. The 1-8, and the inning's over. Well, they add a run, make it 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Mike Paul doing much better than Bill Hands. And it's Wes Parker, bottom of the 6th, 5-10, catcher's card. And Satriano's a 3-6, makes the play. Bubba Morton, 48, single 1-6, line out. Hawk Taylor, 2-12, pitcher. We go to the 7th inning, 5-0, Sutton will go another one. Merv Retman, 52, right. Bernie Allen, 57, is a K. Frank Howard, 59, short X. Shortstop, Russell's a 40-42, makes the play. So the Texas Rangers, in games you've seen against the Oakland A's and the Dodgers, are combined beating these teams by a score of 25-1. That's pretty impressive there. Let's see, no defense to bring in, I believe. Actually, Hank Allen will come in and play left field for Reichert. Just to give you, it's a little more defense, just in case. Stretch time in LA, down 5-zip. We are listening to the Pretzel Logic LP. Tiny bit out of the timeline, 74, but close enough, you get the idea. Actually, though, they'd be back in New York for this one, not quite out in LA yet, I don't think. In any event, though, bottom of the 7th inning stretch. Mike Paul is sailing along with a 4-hitter. Big break in that first inning, though. That mistake could completely change the game if the Dodgers, put some crooked runners up. If he didn't get thrown out on the bases. Buckner leads off the 7th. 63. Second X. This is Bernie Allen. He's a 3-E-28 at second base, and he makes the play. Tommy Reynolds, 59, second C. With 2 outs, it's Sizemore, 6-11. Pitcher X, Mike Paul, E0. Good luck with that. 2-E-0, no thanks. Dodgers being humbled at home by the Rangers. All right, Sutton will take a seat. His bullpen can use some work. We'll go with Brewer in the 8th and maybe Mickelson. Both guys need some work. The Dodgers bullpen could use some work. They haven't pitched much this year because of the great starting pitching they've had. And Mickelson and Brewer are outstanding, as you can tell by the Brewer card. So, Epstein will lead off the 8th. 68 pops to first. Ken McMullen, 1-6 is a K. And batting for Satriano will be the backup catcher, Dick Billings. 39 pops to third. All right, bottom of the 8th. Mike Paul sailing along with a 4-hitter. 6 outs to go for the CGSO on the road. Very impressive feat if he can pull it off. Bill Russell, 2-5, bounces to short. Willie Davis, 56, is a K. And with 2 outs, Grabarkowitz, 65, skies it into center field. Wow. Dodgers on a hangover or something. Can't figure it out. So, it's as simple as that. Like I say, these teams without the sluggers, they have a tendency to suddenly just fall asleep and forget how to hit the ball. 9th inning, Pete Mickelson comes on in and gets some work. Hank Allen will lead it off. 3-12, lines to third. Easy Ed Stroud. 4-4 is a 4-4 off Mickelson. It's a home run, and it's 6-0. Fitzgerald has power. Ed Brinkman, 67K. And Merv Retman, 110. Single. Rangers just cannot get out anymore. Bernie Allen. Pitcher E0. That's innings over. Another little home field advantage. An E0 pitcher at home. It's an automatic GBA. Home field advantage. 6-0. Bottom of the ninth. Mike Paul going for the road CGSO. We had a road CGSO from Al Downing in the last series for the Ohio players. Blanking the Cubs in Wrigley. It'll be Wes Parker, Bubba Morton, Bob Taylor with a 6-run lead and all his defense in. Parker leads off 68. Sky's the center. And by the way, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in a row as well. Bubba Morton, 6'11". Pitcher X, E0, but you have to roll for the... Oh, check it out. So for the road team, you still have to roll, and the 2E0 pitcher rolled a single, which means he rolled a 1 or a 2. So a single for Bubba Morton, and it'll be Hawk Taylor. 66 flies to left, and with 2 outs, it's Buckner. 1-8 is a pop to first base. That was quick. And the really confused, dumbfounded Dodgers have to get on an airplane and fly back to Arlington. Mike Paul, break up the rookie. He throws a complete game shutout in Dodger Stadium. The Texas Rangers continue to display this bit of overachieving, a limited roster, but they play good, tough, steady baseball. They don't get the wins they'd like to get, but it's always good to see a team that you know you're going to get a good game out of, that, and they don't grab defeat out of the jaws of victory too often. Jim Brewer, K's. Sutton takes the loss. The grand slam in the first, set the tone, that was it. 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. And there's your box. 1009-0109, 6905. 4842, 4248. Good news for Astro and Giants fans. Seeing the Dodgers cool off a little bit. I will play a game 3 by myself in silence here. So you're looking at a possible +1 in the overall standings. That's the beauty of the interleague. Because they're just best of 3s, they don't tilt the standings too much. You're going to get a +1 or a +2, best case. So the Dodgers are now 12-7. They're hitting .274 with a .296 ERA, but I bet you they don't have a lot of home runs. In 19 games, they've hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. They have 11 home runs in 19 games, which really isn't that bad. .274, .296. And the Rangers, they are hitting .252 with a very respectable .352 team ERA. They're 9-11 on the year. Trying to see who their stars are. Well, you know, Frank Howard and Mike Epstein have 6 homers apiece again, just like last year. 6 homers in 20 games apiece. Do the math on that. That's pretty darn good. They both were in the All-Star game the last few years for the Rangers. They'll probably go back cold gun. All right, so we're hitting .261 with a .391 ERA on the year in 289 games. That's it for the day. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.